PK 52, the Saturday morning meeting. PK 52. Product knowledge, 52 weeks a year. So it's been 3 years since we've really had to be able to do a product presentation to sell a vehicle. Realizing that delivering a vehicle, you need to go over the standard features, but to be honest with you, in a 10 to 20 minute delivery of a vehicle, to make somebody understand crawl mode and multi-terrain select and what a locking rear differential is and what the difference between four-wheel drive high and four-wheel drive low, how many millions of people have driven or owned a four-wheel drive vehicle and have never had that vehicle in four-wheel drive? Well, that should never happen, because on the test drive, the salesperson should always put the vehicle in four-wheel drive and four-wheel drive low. You can still do it on the asphalt as long as you go in a straight line. You know, there has to be an elevation if the product is elevated. So this is the 2024 Land Cruiser. You've already heard about it. You've already read about it. There'll be several things that people will be very interested in. I can't wait for the first Land Cruiser to show up at a Jeep event, and then we're going to start to talk, because it's going to be phenomenal. So one of the things that I try to get across when I ran stores to the salespeople is you don't have to know every single thing about every single product, because there were salespeople out there that were product experts. I promise you, they knew everything about the product, and they told the customer so much about the product that the customer left. They're very low volume salespeople, because they weren't selling the emotion or selling the attitude or selling the possibilities. What they were doing is features and benefits. I think it's very important to be able to have a general knowledge of everything you sell, and to be able to get the information on any question the customer might have on a specific item. And you can share that. We've got online stuff. You can go to YouTube. You can go to Toyota USA. There's so many places where you can sit down with a customer and go through either a video or a general description of anything on any Toyota product. But the most important thing is to be able to show the features on the vehicle that you're excited about. For example, if you start talking about the 2.4 liter I-Force Max turbocharged engine that's going to go in the Land Cruiser, well, there's a lot of people who are talking about a four-cylinder. I don't know, until they really understand the power and the performance that they're getting out of a combination electric motor and a gasoline engine. And then, you know, again, I know hybrids have been out there for a long time, but still people, you know, where do I plug it in? Well, you don't have to plug it in. It's a Toyota hybrid. Oh, well, then how does the electric work? So the cars and the vehicles have been out there for a long time, and there's still a very genuine lack of knowledge about how the things actually work and why they're superior in a gas-saving manner. So what I would recommend is that you look online and you start breaking your product down. So do one product a week. You know, then you'll get it knocked out in no time at all. Take a piece of paper, take a pen, and write down your top 5. The top 5 things that you really want to talk about. Now, it's very important to ask the customer what's most important to them. If the most important thing is the back end and the space of the vehicle, then you need to show that, because that's important to them. But there'll be something that you'll be lit up about. It could be the drive system in a 4Runner or an FJ Cruiser used that you have on the lot. Or, you know, and again, the FJ's been gone for a while, but they're still out there and they're very capable. So to know that issue on a used vehicle or a certified vehicle, you know, the things that you think are most important. Obviously, a go-to for everybody is safety. You know, I've never had anybody go, well, you know, safety's not important to me. I've had a pretty treacherous life, and, you know, if it ends tomorrow, I don't care. I've never had anybody say that. So safety for themselves, safety for the people that have in their vehicle, safety for their family becomes paramount. And Toyota's vehicles are so safe now that they actually make a young driver a better driver. That's a conversation that I would have with a customer if they were buying a car for their 16-year-old to drive part-time. Let's talk about what the car can do that they might not be able to do because of their lack of experience behind the wheel. So there are all kinds of things you can go, but you have to write them down. I'm sorry. We are going to get back into the situation where you're going to be selling this vehicle against a Bronco, or this vehicle against something that Dodge has got in their lineup, or a Jeep, Are you going to be selling the Camry against the K5 Kia? And so you have to know the difference between the two products as the market starts to change, because price becomes very paramount. And other manufacturers are going to play the rebate game and the money back and the added feature game more than Toyota's going to. So you're going to have to play the value up game. Why would you have a Toyota, and what do you have at the end? You know, for years, the legacy of Toyota's resale value. Well, I might get a better deal on another brand, but if the value drops down to 40% after 3 years, then I didn't get a better deal because all my money went away when I titled that vehicle. Those are conversations you have to have. You have to back up to prove those conversations. But we're going to get into a situation as these new 2024 vehicles drop that there's going to be some competition. There's going to be competition in different brands, and there's going to be competition as far as pricing and value. So take each week and write down 5 items. Start with core series cars, then go to SUVs, then go to the van, then go to the trucks. However you want to do it. Depends on your market, what's the hottest seller. And then make sure that during your presentation, whether it's digital or whether it's in person, that you get super excited when you're talking about the 5 things. Now, let me finish this real quick because I don't want to go too far. You got what I'm saying. Whether you do it or not, that's going to be completely up to you. But if you say the 5 things on every 4Runner, you got 5 things you always talk about. Maybe you have 10, but I'm talking 5 today. You have 5 things. And every single person you've ever showed a 4Runner to, you show these 5 things. Why would you not put those 5 things on video? Today is a Thursday or a Wednesday or a Tuesday, and the customer isn't going to commit to coming in till multiple days after your first contact. So you have plenty of time to be able to get information to that customer, which I think is paramount. The more information about you, and secondary, the more information about the product and the dealership, the bigger chance you have for that customer to actually come in and do business with you. So why would you not say, hey, I wanted to send this video out. In my opinion, based upon the customers that I've sold 4Runners to, these are the top 5 things that they love about the 4Runner, and then nail them out there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Have that video, send it to every 4Runner customer. Have a Camry video. Have a Sienna video. Have a Corolla video. Have a Tundra and a Tacoma video. So these things become important because the product's changing. You got a brand new Tacoma dropping. You got a brand new Land Cruiser. There are still millions of people that have never sat in a Tundra. They haven't sat in 2 generations ago Tundra. Certainly haven't sat in the one that's out there now. I love it when a domestic truck owner finally sits in a new Tundra. They go, oh my God, this is a great truck. You know, it blows their mind how great this truck is. Well, the crazy thing about it is you first got to kind of get them to come in to see the truck, and having those 5 things on video, being digital, is really going to force more people to come in and do business with you. So pick your top 5, start with 1 product, do it in a week, then do another one. There's not 52 products, so you'll have them all done by the end of the year. Crazy thing about it is once you write it down, you practice it a couple times, you put it on video, you put it in your YouTube channel, which costs you no money at all, and they're always there and available for you, then you'll start using those multiple times with a customer. Hey, Casey, I'm thinking about buying a Corolla for my daughter. Great, I'll send you the top 5 things that people love about the Corolla. That video goes out, and it's amazing. What it's really selling, let's don't cut corners here. What it's really selling is you. PK52, the Saturday Morning Meeting.